Hello fellow crafters, hope you're having a great week. I'm going to share with you a card, a mini, and a stick pin holder with some stick pins that I'm doing, that I made for a swap I'm in with my design team at Pro31 Designs. We decided to do a swap a couple months ago, and this is what we came up with, and it took us a while to do the drawing for, picking the names and stuff. So here's what I created. My partner was Julie Walters, and you probably know her from YouTube. I'll put her link below, with her YouTube channel. And the paper line that I used is by Prima. It's the All-O-Matic, this one here. And then the mini that I used was from My Teddy Boo. She sent me a mini, her balcony mini, as a gift. And I was so excited when I received it because I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So let me share with you what I did for the card. The card, I used the paper in the background. And then over here is the Tim Holtz on the edge die. And then some trim I had in my stash. These are the Pro31 Designs mulberry flowers that she has. They're the white ones. And I colored them with my Spectra Noir markers. This flower here, this beautiful flower, oh my gosh, look at this flower. Isn't that gorgeous? That is a flower that was handmade by a sweet friend of mine. Her name is Leslie, and she has a Zibit store called Scraps of Arts Design, and I used two of her flowers out of this collection that she sent me in the swap we were in. The image that I used for the card, I colored it with my Spectra Noir markers as well. And that one is by Little Miss Muffet, stamps.com. I think you've seen another card that I did, sorry for the glare, with this stamp. And I just added some of the, some trim down here to stop the card, so when you set it up as an easel. And then here are here is some of the ephemera that was in the paper pack. So that's my card. I hope she likes it. And then the stick pen, I used a little jar that I got at Michael's, and these are the ones that you get with flowers in it. And I filled it up with some of my homemade flowers. So I hope she likes that. I think she will, because if you know Jewel Walters, she is she did a series of handmade flowers, and I know for a fact that she really likes handmade flowers. So there's the jar, and let me show you what I did with the lid. The lid, all I did was glue some of this beautiful trim and these flat back pearls, and those are from Pro31. And then I covered it with some flowers that I had in my stash, and some pearls, and a spool, and a butterfly. And then these are the stick pins that I made for her. This one here, I used a organza flower, and then I stuck this this little pink flower from the trim in the center. And then on the top is a excuse me, my voice is cracking today. On the top is a one of those like porcelain flowers that you can get at the bead store. And then I added a little mulberry flower here, and this, I see that, is just a piece from the trim I tucked in there, and then there's a pearl down in that I slid on the pin. So there's that one. Let's stick that down there. And then this one is another one of the porcelain flowers down here, and then there's a butterfly, and then just some variety of beads that I had. And then this one is like a chocolate brown color with a crystal one and gold in the center. Wanted to give her a variety of colors. And then this one's a smaller one, but it's just as pretty. And it's made with like a Tiffany blue colors and the pearl at the bottom. Okay, and I saved the best for last, and that is the mini. Here's the mini. And like I said, this is from My Teddy Boo. Thank you, Amy, if you're watching. And this is what I did with the mini. If you're a follower of mine, you probably saw the video when she had sent it to me. I covered it with the paper line. She also sent me the paper cuts. And I did an image, colored it in, and pop dotted her up. These little leaves that you see are from a die cut that I have. I think it's a Spellbinders. This is the Sweetheart Blossoms from Wild Orchid Crafts. And then these are little flowers that I had in my stash. And I tucked in one of the roses that Amy had sent me right here. And as you can see, it is three-dimensional. And I punched holes in the side because I had already decorated the front before I decided what kind of binding I was going to do. If I would have thought of it, I would have binded it or cut the holes for a different kind of binding system before I put it together, because this became too thick. And I added some seam binding and some lace and some tulle that I had in my stash on the side here. And I think I'm going to be adding a charm to it before I send it off. I have a few things on my other desk over there I'm working on. So let me open it up and share with you what I did. It's not very big. It's only about, let's see, it's like a 5 by 5 mini. And I didn't want to fill it in too much so that she didn't have any room to put her photos. So these 2 pages are just a little simple with some trim and flowers. And this one here, I had to have a little fun. This die cut came with the mini. And I just colored it with some distress stains and added a little trim and a flower. This is the paper line. This is actually the 12 by 12 because in the paper pack, the 6 by 6, this is a lot smaller. I glossy accented it with the crackle. You can't see it in the video, but it's really cool. It's got a nice crackle to it. And I had made a pocket out of the paper. Just folded it in half, and then this is a half of a die, and I cut it with a Martha Stewart punch across here. And then I just made this sweet little tag. She can do some journaling on it or add some photos. And that just tucks right in there. And I used some seam binding and a flower. And then on this side, this is my ornate frame die that I have. And I just tucked in the centerpiece because this is great for using as a template to cut out your photo to put in there. But I just tucked it back here so that she can see that she can tuck, you know, a photo in there. And down here is some of the ephemera and a cameo, a little cameo there and a flower. And then I just decorated the frame with some flowers. And these are from the trim, and just cut them off. Really like that idea. And then on this page here, I used a doily and distressed it. And this is another one of those flowers that Leslie made. And then I used the collection, the little wooden collections that come with the package. I bought those at my local scrapbook store. Then I used some of this beautiful Pro 31 trim down here with the sequins on it, and it's like frayed. It's so pretty. And there's a Wild Orchid Craft Sweetheart Blossom. And then over here I used the Martha Stewart punch and made a piece here, added some trim down the center, and then some recollection flowers. And this is so that she can tuck a picture in there just behind it for, you know, so that she can put it on the side here. Then the next page I did the same thing. I added some trim, some recollection flowers, some butterflies, and I did some stickling on it. I really think that one turned out so pretty. And then this is one of the little ephemeras that's in the paper pack that you can cut out, and I just added a couple flowers and tucked it behind there for her. And then this one I created myself. I just used the mini as a template, And the reason why I wanted to make that is because I wanted an extra page and I didn't want it to be too bulky. And then I added a little card in here. It's like a little booklet she can use to put photos on if she likes. And I made it a pocket on the side. And then I used the Tim Holtz's you know, the smaller one. Added some trim and some flowers, and then down here I used the beautiful Pro 31 trim and the little flowers. And then on this page I used the Prima leaves that Amy my Teddy Boo sent me with the mini. And then there's another one of the flowers that I got from Leslie. And then here I used a doily that I got from my friend Sandy in Iraq. Thank you, Sandy. And then also this butterfly was a earring piece that she had sent me. And then this is a recollection flowers, a flower off the trim, and this is one of the leaves off of this trim here. And then some of the bling that Amy sent me. Thank you, everyone. I love this one, this paper here. It's so pretty with the butterfly. And then on the back, this little pocket thing here came on the packaging from I think it's the Jules Boutique packaging. And this one actually came from the one with my cherubs that I did for Valentine's Day. And it was a template. You just cut it out. As you can see, it's recycled. And it was a template, so I cut it out and created it. And what I did was I stuck some of the ephemera, the little pieces, I cut them out, fussy cut them all out for her. And she can add them to the book if she likes. See, there's another one of those. Isn't that pretty? So cute. So I added those in there for her. And I just decorated it with some of the ephemera pieces that came with the paper here and here. And then up here she can title it. Of course I had to put my little signature there. But that is my mini and my card and my stick pins for Jules. Can't get them all in the picture. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful week. Bye now.